Hi everyone. We're going to evaluate the limit and justify each step by indicating the appropriate limit laws. And we have 3 problems we're going to start on. Here's our limit laws here, and we're starting with 1. So basically looking at this, what we're first going to start is we're going to use the quotient law, which in our case is number 4. So I'm going to rewrite this and save space. I'm going to start from there and write this as equals the limit as x approaches negative 2 of t to the 4th power minus 2 divided by the limit as x approaches negative 2 of 2t squared minus 3t plus 2. All right. Now, the next law I'm going to use is our number 1. So I'm just going to split it up using our, so this was number 4 we used. Now I'm going to use number 1 and split it up further. So this is going to equal the limit as t approaches negative 2 of t to the 4th minus the limit as t approaches negative 2 of 2, and then divide. And we're also using, let's go ahead while we do this, since we already went over this, let's also use law 2 and pull that c out so we can save some room. So for the next one, you technically you have the limit as t approaches negative 2 of 2t squared. Well, you can combine your laws, so I'm going to take that 2 and move it out front. So now I'm using my laws number 1 and 2. So that way we save space on this. So this would be t squared minus, I'm going to do the same thing with this. I'm going to pull the 3 out and then do the limit as t approaches negative 2 of t plus the limit as t approaches negative 2 of 2. All right. Now we're just going to evaluate, so we're using these right in here to evaluate. All you're going to do is basically what you're doing is you're plugging in negative 2 into all your t's. In this case, we're just using our constant rule here. So if you just have a constant here, you just write that constant. So what we have in the numerator, you plug in negative 2. Let's do a different color. So we're doing the numerator first. Negative 2 to the 4th is 16 minus, and this is one of those, that's a constant. So you're just going to have to write that down, 2. And then for the denominator, you're going to get 2. Negative 2 squared is 4 minus 3. Negative 2 times negative 2. And then here you just copy down the 2. All right. And that's going to simplify to 14 divided by 16 equals 7 divided by 8. Okay. So the next one, we're going to use this square root property here. So I'm going to use 9. So the first thing I'm going to do is write this as the square root of the limit as u. So u, u approaches negative 2 of u to the 4th plus 3u plus 6. So this one was property 9. Now I'm going to use 1, 2, and 1 and 2 here and do what we've been doing. So this breaks down to the square root of the limit as u approaches negative 2 of u to the 4th plus, and we'll go ahead and pull this 3 out, 3 times the limit as u approaches negative 2 of u plus the limit as u approaches negative 2 of 6. All right. Now for the rest of them, we're going to be using, let's see, 6, 7, and 8, I believe. All right. So now when we do these, you're just going to, basically the rest of the steps, this one we used 1 and 2. The rest of the steps, all you're doing is plugging in negative 2. So we have negative 2 to the 4th plus 3 times negative 2 plus, now since there's no variable here, you write that, and that's this number 6 here, plus 6. So this is going to give you equals square root of 16 minus 6 plus 6. That is the square root of 16, which equals 4. Okay. And the last one, we're going to be using, the first one we're going to be using the product rule and split that up. So when you split that up, you're going to get, I'm going to take this so I don't have to write it. This equals the limit as x approaches 8 of 1 plus cube root of x. And then you just put a dot here for times the limit as x approaches 8 of 2 minus 6x squared plus x cubed. Now what we're going to do is go ahead and use our number 1 and 2 together. So this one was number 3 we used. So now let's use 1 and 2 and split all this up. So you have the limit as x approaches 8 of 1 plus the limit as x approaches 8 of cube root x. All right, and then we're going to times here. So you write this limit as x approaches 8 of 2 minus, now we're going to pull this 6 out, and that's your number 2 rule. 6 times the limit as x approaches x squared plus the limit as x approaches 8 of x cubed. That's supposed to be an 8. Now you basically are just plugging everything in, and we're using these right here. This number 8, and we'll be using number 6. So let's, for a constant, it's just going to be 1. The cube root of 8 is just 2. And then you have 1 plus 2. And then for this one, you just write 2 and 8 squared. So this is going to be minus 6 times 8 squared plus 8 cubed. So finishing this off, we're going to get 3 times 130 equals 390. And that's it. Thank you. Have a nice day. Bye-bye.